It is absolutely devastating for this one family. I mean, this is a distraction scam that is targeting unsuspecting shoppers. And by the time they realize that something is wrong, their bank accounts have been drained.
5 invisible card scams stealing money without touching your wallet. Your card never left your wallet. Your wallet never left your pocket. So how did someone just charge $847 at a store you've never even been to? Invisible card scams are exploding right now, draining accounts in seconds, and most victims have no idea how they were hit. Today, I'm breaking down 5 invisible attacks happening in 2026 and the simple habits that keep your money safe. Let's get into it. 5. The crowd scan, silent NFC harvesting. You're standing in a crowded checkout line at the grocery store. Someone behind you shifts closer. You don't think anything of it, just another shopper in a hurry. But inside their bag is a device that just read your credit card through your wallet, your pocket, and your coat, and you'll never know it happened. NFC skimmers are palm-sized devices with modified antennas that can read contactless cards from 6 to 8 centimeters away. Through fabric, leather, even multiple layers of clothing, your card responds automatically. It's designed to. Within seconds, the skimmer captures your card number, expiration date, and partial security data. The attacker's phone logs everything via Bluetooth. A 66-year-old retired librarian named Patricia took the same London tube route she'd taken for 15 years. Nothing unusual, just the typical packed carriage during morning rush. 3 weeks later, a 2,400-pound charge for electronics appeared on her statement from a retailer she'd never heard of. She called her bank immediately. They asked if she'd lent her card to anyone. She hadn't. Her card was in her purse the entire time. It took 5 weeks and a formal complaint to the financial ombudsman before they finally refunded her. 5 weeks of stress over a crime that took less than 2 seconds. In late 2024, London police flagged clusters of victims reporting tiny charges, 62 pence, 88 pence, £1, 1 penny, appearing days after riding the tube. CCTV revealed thieves circling turnstile queues during rush hour, scanning anyone who stood still for more than a few seconds. One crew in Singapore collected over 1,900 card numbers in just 3 evenings. Here's what banks won't tell you. Your contactless card is constantly broadcasting, ready to respond to any reader that asks. It doesn't know the difference between a legitimate terminal and a criminal's device in a backpack. The fix costs less than a cup of coffee. Use an RFID blocking wallet or card sleeve. Quality shielding blocks over 99.8% of NFC signals. No signal means no data. No data means nothing to steal. That scam happens in seconds, in a crowd, without a trace. But the next one? It's already inside the machines you trust, and it's been waiting for you. 4. The deep insert skimmer at gas pumps. You pull into a gas station, tap your card at the pump, and fill your tank. Everything looks normal. But deep inside that machine, a device you'll never see is already capturing your card data, and you won't find out until your account is empty. Gas pump contactless readers are prime targets. Outdoor, unsupervised, accessed by hundreds daily. Criminals install deep insert skimmers behind the card reader, completely invisible from the outside. These circuit boards are barely 2 millimeters thick. They capture your data and transmit it via Bluetooth to a vehicle parked nearby. Installation takes under 2 minutes. A 58-year-old long-haul trucker named Robert stopped at a highway gas station in Oklahoma during a routine run. 1 fill-up, 1 tap. He thought nothing of it. 2 weeks later, $5,700 in charges appeared from electronics stores in 3 different states he'd never visited. The overlay device had been on that pump for 19 days, compromising an estimated 400 cards before anyone noticed. He filled his tank once. It cost him $5,700 and 6 weeks of his life. The part that should make you furious. Those security seals on pump doors are supposed to show tampering, but criminals use heat guns to peel them off and reapply them perfectly. When Robert disputed the charges, his bank initially called them customer authorized because his card was physically present. He had to prove a skimmer existed after it was already gone. To protect yourself, pay inside when possible. Use pumps visible from the attendant station. Inspect readers for anything loose or misaligned, and use credit instead of debit. Credit cards offer better fraud protection and don't give thieves direct access to your bank account. Ever been hit with mystery charges after filling up? Drop your story in the comments. You might not be the only one who used that pump. Gas pump scams hide inside machines, but the next one hijacks your phone without ever touching it. 3. Digital wallet cloning. Your phone buzzes with a notification. New card added to Apple Pay. But you didn't add anything. Someone else did, and they're about to drain your account using your own digital wallet. Bank verification processes for adding cards to wallets are often shockingly weak. Some send SMS codes, which hackers intercept if they've compromised your number. Others use email verification, which they control if they've accessed your account. Once your card is in their wallet, transactions look completely legitimate because they're authenticated through the wallet's security features. A 58-year-old Chicago marketing executive named Karen clicked a link in what looked like an Apple security email. It wasn't. Hackers gained access to her iCloud, added her credit card to Apple Pay on their own iPhone, and went shopping at high-end electronics stores. She lost $6,200 in a single afternoon. Her card never left her wallet. When she disputed the charges, her bank initially denied the claim. The reason? Transactions were authenticated through Apple Pay biometrics. The bank assumed she had authorized them. It took 3 months of fighting and threatening to involve regulators before she recovered her money. What Apple and Google won't advertise. Once criminals add your card to their wallet, every purchase looks like you made it. The biometric authentication that's supposed to protect you actually protects the thief. The bank sees fingerprint verified and assumes everything is legitimate. To protect yourself, enable two-factor authentication on all accounts associated with digital wallets: Apple ID, Google account, Samsung account, and email. Set up notifications for when cards are added to new devices, and never click links in emails claiming to be from Apple or Google. Go directly to their official sites. Hey, if you're learning how to protect yourself from these scams, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss our latest alerts. Share this with a friend or family member. It could save them thousands. That scam hijacks your digital life, but the next one happens right in front of you and you'll thank the criminal while they rob you. 2. The fake payment terminal. You're at a weekend farmer's market. A friendly vendor holds out a small payment terminal. You tap your card, hear the beep, see approved on the screen. You grab your purchase, say thank you, and walk away feeling good about supporting local business. But that terminal wasn't connected to any bank, and your card data is already on its way to criminals overseas. Fake terminals sell on underground channels for around 140 euros. The firmware is rewritten to capture your card number, expiration, and security codes the instant you tap. The approved message, a preloaded animation that plays automatically, even without a network connection. Some devices store up to 15,000 transactions. Others transmit stolen data to offshore servers every night between 3 and 4 a.m. A 71-year-old retired nurse named Gloria visited a craft fair in Miami with her daughter. She bought a handmade candle for $18. One tap, one thank you, one smile from the vendor. Over the next week, $4,300 in charges appeared from online retailers she'd never heard of. The vendor had captured her complete card information during that single tap and vanished before anyone realized what happened. In Barcelona's Sant Antoni market, police uncovered a ring rotating fake terminals between stalls. They collected an estimated 600,000 euros in just 6 weekends. Victims reported clusters of microcharges, $1.07, $1.11, $1.21, used to test cards before criminals made massive purchases. The betrayal? Gloria's bank eventually refunded her, but only after she spent 8 days navigating bureaucracy, filing police reports, and explaining over and over that she hadn't given her card to anyone suspicious. When she asked how she could have known, they told her she should have been more careful, as if anyone could spot a perfect fake. To protect yourself, watch where the terminal comes from. Legitimate devices are tethered to countertops, bases, or charging docks. A terminal that appears from a backpack, pocket, or drawer should raise alarms. If it feels unusually light or has a generic screen, pay cash instead. Trust your instincts. If something feels off, walk away. Have you ever used your card at a street fair or market? Share your experience in the comments. Your warning could help someone else. That scam requires handing you a device. But the final one on our list is the most sophisticated. Your card gets used in 2 places at once, and there's almost no way to prove it happened. 1. The ghost tap. Your card in 2 places at once. You tap your card at a cafe to pay for coffee. The transaction goes through. Everything seems completely normal, but at that exact moment, 20 miles away, a criminal is using your card to buy 1,900 euros worth of electronics. Both transactions are logged as legitimate taps, and you won't find out until hours later if you're lucky. This is a ghost tap attack. 2 criminals work in tandem. One stands near you with a device that intercepts your tap signal the instant it happens. That signal is relayed in real time to a second device held by their partner at a store across the city. The distant terminal thinks your card is physically present. The transaction is approved. Your card never left your hand, but it just paid for someone else's shopping spree. A 59-year-old Paris accountant named Isabel stopped at her regular cafe during lunch. Same order she'd made 100 times. She tapped, grabbed her coffee, went back to work. That evening, she discovered a simultaneous €1,900 charge at an electronics store she'd never visited. When she called her bank, they asked how her card could possibly be in two places at once, as if she was the one who needed to explain it. She spent 2 months proving she'd been robbed. 2 months of frozen accounts, denied claims, and fighting to recover money that was rightfully hers. Her bank only refunded her after she hired a lawyer and threatened legal action. Her card was in her hand the entire time. It didn't matter. She still lost €1,900 and 2 months of her life, proving she wasn't a liar. Nordic regulators documented these attacks in 2023. French Consumer Reports flagged them again in 2024. Law enforcement estimates only about 35% of ghost tap victims successfully recover their money. Many don't even try after their initial claims are denied, what makes ghost tap devastating. Both transactions look completely legitimate. Both show as verified physical taps. Banks see chip-verified activity and assume the customer is lying or confused. The burden of proof falls entirely on you, and proving your card was in two places at once is nearly impossible without forensic evidence most people can't access. The best defense is switching to tokenized mobile wallets, Apple Pay, Google Pay, Samsung Pay, whenever possible. These never expose your actual card number. Even if criminals intercept the signal, they only get a one-time token that's useless anywhere else. Your real card stays protected. These scams are spreading faster than banks can track them. They target the cards you carry, the taps you make without thinking, and the everyday transactions you trust. If you're over 50, scammers see you as the ideal target, and they're counting on you not knowing how they operate. Now you know. Have you or someone you know been hit by an invisible card scam? Drop your story in the comments. Your experience could be the warning that saves someone else from losing everything. Subscribe now and turn on notifications so you don't miss the warning that could protect your entire family. Stay safe out there and protect that card.